Stiffening at the sound of your alarm, you prepare yourself for another day of work. Your office looms in your mind like Azkaban itself, dark, gloomy, and run by a boss who could be mistaken for a Dementor. They exist as a seemingly insatiable vortex, always hovering, sucking away all joy, until it feels like your soul is on vacation without you. Ah, my dear warriors of the workplace, you found yourself in a reality where it's not the cheery Hogwarts with its moving staircases and Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. Instead, we're marooned on the chilly rocks of Azkaban, where happiness appears to be as contraband as a Weasley's Wizard Wheezes product. Stepping into the office, you feel it. That palpable, icy aura of your boss, colder than the office AC set to Siberian winter. Their mere presences drain the room of jovial energy, faster than moaning myrtle swooping down the bathroom drain. The positivity evaporates, mirth fades, leaving behind a space colder than the deepest dungeons of the wizarding prison. You strive to concentrate in this spectre-supervised Sahara of joylessness, the tedium hitting harder than a rogue bludger. The sour mood swirling like the mystery of Tom Riddle's diary, thick and enigmatic. You're ebbing, the draining criticisms pulling at your energy like sinister grindylows lurking under the murky office waters. Sounding familiar so far? If so, join us now as we sail these frosty waters, charting a course through the gloomy mist that is your office, commanded capriciously by the Dementor at the helm. This isn't a tale of cloaks and wands, but one of reclaiming your soul from the phantom grasp of our very real workplace woes. Don your shields, brace pleasantly for impact. We're about to bring light, laughter and tactics savvier than Hermione's spellbook to navigate this frosty abyss. Indeed, the charming veneer of a narcissistic boss can be as inviting yet misleading as the twinkling lights of Nocturne Alley, where concealed within is a series of complex psychological traits detrimental to a healthy work environment. These psychological traits, as identified in the workplace by organizational behavior studies, can be astoundingly diverse in nature. Narcissists are often characterized by self-absorption and a grandiose view of their own talents. In a boss, this can translate to a style of leadership that demands constant admiration and subservience from their subordinates, with an overemphasis on control. It's been observed that a narcissistic boss often shows an undeniable compulsion for dominance, power, and prestige. They can be dismissive of opposition or even constructive criticism. This is akin to how Lord Voldemort sought to exert his influence and mold the world to his own liking in the Harry Potter series. Behind this imposing persona, however, often lie deep-seated insecurities. Their need for validation and fear of insignificance fuel a continuous cycle of self-aggrandizement and degradation of others, almost as if they're battling the fear of a boggart, a creature which turns into the person's worst fears. Moreover, when their authority or self-worth is threatened, narcissistic bosses often go on the defensive. They utilize manipulative strategies such as gaslighting or triangulation. Gaslighting is a deceptive tactic in which your boss may cause you to question your own abilities or decisions. It's as if your perspective has been hit by a confundus charm, creating confusion and self-doubt. Meanwhile, triangulation is another common method employed. Like the dark wizard using strategic spells, the narcissistic boss instigates tension among the team members by planting seeds of discord and mistrust, fostering a hostile work environment. They place themselves in the middle, maintaining a semblance of control and dominance over the narrative and relationships within the office. The effects of working under such tyrant-like conditions often manifest as stress, anxiety, and a gradual erosion of self-esteem. Not unlike the dreary existence under the rule of Dementors, slowly sucking the joy out of employees. Recognizing, understanding, and navigating these behaviors are essential for the mental well-being of every individual under their reign. Equipping ourselves with the psychological knowledge of a narcissistic boss's behavior, like a protective Patronus, can be a shield against their manipulative tactics. securing the charm of happiness and productivity in the workplace. Just as the Dementors in the Potterverse reached out with their clammy, soul-consuming touch, causing depression and despair, so too does a toxic boss, albeit subtly and invisibly. They reach into the ethereal realm that surrounds you, your aura. This bioenergy field that surrounds and interpenetrates the human body might be invisible to the naked eye. Yet it offers a luminous echo of your health, emotional state, and spiritual well-being. Imagine this field as a shimmering, vibrant canvas reflecting your essence, radiant when you're emotionally and spiritually balanced, and dull when under stress. Now, introduce a Dementor Boss into this picture. Their negative energy, felt in their words, attitudes, or even in awkward silences, works as an energy parasite, gnawing away at your auric field, disrupting your energetic coherence, making the canvas lose its luminosity. This disruption in your auric field creates an imbalance, leading to an energy drain, commonly referred to as pranic drainage. This cosmic life force, or prana, which permeates the universe, is vital for maintaining your physical and emotional health. However, in an antagonistic work environment, this flow can get impeded, making you feel spiritually and physically depleted, just as if you have had the energy sucked out by a Dementor. Your spiritual resonance, your personal vibration that allows you to connect with higher states of consciousness, gets disturbed. It's akin to trying to tune into a particular radio frequency amidst overwhelming interference. This can manifest as a constant sense of unease and restlessness, hampering your ability to connect with your higher self or tune into the universal consciousness. Understanding this metaphysical perspective can arm you with awareness, helping you realize that your boss's negativity doesn't only affect you at the work surface level. It has notable energetic implications. Recognizing this invasion into your spiritual realm, much like recognizing a Dementor, is the first step toward shielding yourself and reasserting your spiritual integrity in a draining office environment. The essence of this journey is recapturing control over your own energy field. Decide who gets to affect it and how, so you can return to a state of balance and harmony, no matter how grim the workplace feels. So what's the answer? Fear not, for you're neither a muggle nor a passive chess piece in this shadowy workplace game. Let us talk strategy and form a plan to protect our happiness and energy, establishing a Patronus-like defense against the dementing forces at work. To start with, enter the fortifying practice of grounding. Picture this. You are the mighty whomping willow with its roots diving deep into the nourishing earth, standing tall and unswerving no matter what might attempt to sway your branches. This visualization technique anchors us, connecting our energy with the earth's sustaining vibrations, making resilient the emotional landscape in the face of external fluctuation. Next, don your cloak of empathic shielding. This is where your inner guardian steps in, the part of you that can recognize and deflect negative energy rather than absorbing it. This is the emotional equivalent of a protego charm, creating a defendable space around your emotional self, similar to how Harry learned to protect his mind from external infiltration. Maintaining a high spiritual vibration is key to not only protect, but also raise your energy above the range of negative influences, like a snitch leading the way, high and swift, untouched by the grounded turmoil below. Affirmations focused on self-worth and positivity, wholesome practices like meditation, yoga, or any soulful activity that uplifts your spirits helps maintain this frequency. It's the spiritual equivalent of the cheering charm, displaying resilience to the gloom of Dementors. Heart activation isn't just theoretical magic, but a practice rooted in love, compassion, and forgiveness. By consciously activating our heart center, or in the language of Hogwarts, casting a love shield, we connect to our inherent capacity for universal love. This potent connection can counteract negative influences, for love, as we know from Harry's story, is a powerful force, healing and impermeable. Lastly, take up the practice of energetic cord cutting, a metaphysical procedure that can help you detach from those who drain you. Visualize severing a symbolic cord that ties you energetically to your boss or any other energy vampire in your life. This exercise in energetic decluttering and boundary setting could be seen as the counter-curse to a binding magical contract, freeing you from unwelcome energy connections. These protective measures can serve as your shield, your wand, and your patronus to ward off the toxic energy of a Dementor-like boss. Like a seasoned seeker in the game of life, you win back your invincibility, your joy, your soul, ready to face another match in the Quidditch pitch of life. Remember, dear friend, just like the bewitching stories of spells and enchantments that unfurl in the mystical world of Hogwarts, you are more than your experiences. You are not a victim in the shadowy clutches of a Dementor-like boss. Rather, you are a warrior, armed with wisdom and resilience. Here at Sage Snippets, we firmly believe in the power each of us hold to orchestrate our experiences and shield our soul from the draining energies that seek to dim our light. In the mirror of Erised, dwell not on the reflection of a life controlled by external forces. Instead, envision a future where you radiate boundless energy, insulated from the soul-sucking grasp of negativity. You have the power to shape this vision into reality by invoking your inner strength and resilience, much like a phoenix rising from the ashes, radiant and reborn. Courage, dear heart. With each breath you take, may it fill you with the determination to not just survive, but to transcend adversities and thrive vibrantly. Stand tall in the face of adversity, hold your wand firmly, and brave the winds of challenge with the unyielding belief that you can indeed overcome anything. As we conclude this journey of navigating Dementor-like bosses here at Sage Snippets, remember, you are not alone. Share this guide with your comrades fighting similar battles in the diverse corners of their own wizarding worlds. Encourage them to like the video and subscribe to the Sage Snippets channel so they too can claim their power and join our sacred circle of awakening. Together, we form a community, a collective, a fellowship, armed with the armor of wisdom, ready for more insightful discussions and shared experiences. In this constantly unfolding chronicle of the soul, remember, wisdom shared is power amplified. Transcend your trials and triumph in the battlefield of life, just as Harry did, with a heart laden with courage and a soul brimming with timeless wisdom. May your light shine bright, and may you live your magic here within the embrace of Sage Snippets.